What's up, everybody, man? We got your boy TK Moore here,
What's
Big
going
O the
on?
Wealth Whisperer.
What up, fam?
You already know what we're going over today. The topic is that we're going to cover is basically branding yourself. Now, you guys may say, "Oh man, what's branding yourself? Do I just go ahead, grab a few quotes or anything like that?" Me personally, branding yourself is waking up in the morning, posting what's on your mind. There's a reason why Facebook has something in that little status that says what's on your mind. Post
Exactly.
is being yourself. Now I'm
Yep.
gonna go ahead, now that I elaborated a little bit off what my personal definition about branding yourself is, I'm gonna pass it over to TK Moore, which is the godfather of basically branding yourself. He did tearing it up, man. Take it over, TK Moore. Let them know.
Man, look, in a nutshell, branding yourself is this, just like you
What's
said, to
up,
piggyback
everybody,
off
man?
yourself.
We got your boy
Look,
TK
you
Moore
want to
here.
wake up in the morning
You know the
and
Wealth
you want to know,
Whisperer. What up?
I am this person, and you're creating a new reality for yourself every single day. All right,
Hmm.
so it's like if branding in a nutshell is this, like you see Coca-Cola, and like when you see Coca-Cola, you already know, like if you're making a buying decision because and you trust them, you like Coke, shit, Coca-Cola sponsoring this event, I'm in there. Why? Because it's their brand, it's that heavyweight. So for somebody coming directly into the game who's new to the game and doesn't know anything about it, the only thing they need to know is you need to find out who the big brands are. You need to find out who the biggest brands in the world are. Study these brands
Yeah.
and find out, what they did to create that. Because remember, a corporation ain't nothing but a bunch of paperwork. And I mean, that's what it
Hmm.
is on paper. And the rest of everybody else is just advocates. All right? It's just
Hmm.
advocates. So you need to think of yourself like a corporation and what you want your corporation to look like. And you need to start living that right now. Don't wait like, all right, in 3 years, I'm gonna do this. Fuck that. You do that shit right now.
Straight up.
Even if it's not how you want it to be. But you just gotta do it like that, man. So that's my spill on that. Brandon, go ahead, take it away. Oh,
All right, so check it out. When we talk about branding yourself, branding just stands for being. So being yourself, that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You want to keep it 100, fam. And I don't know if you want to like click on my face or whatever. Boom, there we go. Yeah. So you want to show the world who you are, because like they say, people don't join the company, they join the people. And Zig Ziglar said, you don't build businesses, you build the people, and then they build the business. So if you want to attract the type of people that are out of a or of a higher caliber, then become of a higher caliber yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
really believe in yourself. Really, step into your power now and realize that you're awesome, just like what we was talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
It's literally all the decision. You are a brand, and just like you said about being a corporation, Brian Tracy said, you are shooting yourself in the foot if you think of yourself other than being the CEO of your own corporation.
That's
So,
deep.
you know, walk around like the CEO. So when you go to work at your job or whatever, walk around like, this is my place. This is my
Yeah.
building. I own this shit. They come
Exactly.
here for me. That is the reason why they come on here.
Yeah.
And you want to treat the Facebook like, I own Facebook. You are Mark Zuckerberg. Bro, they don't come on Facebook for him. They come on Facebook for us. You know what I'm saying? They
That's
want to
true.
meet real people. They want to connect with people that they can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people go through struggle, and I'm here to invite you to grow through struggle, because you can either go through things and bitch and complain about them, or you can go through things and bitch and complain about them, or you can grow through things and teach and train about them. And that's how you see people on stages, exemplifying their brands, because they grew through their struggles. They turned their test into their testimony, and they turn their struggle into their story. And that's what it's all about, fam. Just flipping the switch, flipping the coin, and taking a more positive outlook on life, and realizing that you are a brand. You don't need a company, because you are the company.
That's dope. That's
Straight
dope.
Indeed,
up.
man. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and tap over what you both of you guys just said, man. And I'm gonna bring it all the way back to when I used to be in school, man. You know, when you wanted to be that big person in school, you had to know almost everybody. You had to know
Man,
everybody. You didn't just have to know just two or three people. You had to know everybody. So just
man,
like these guys said, just like TK Moore said, you got to find out who the big people are, and you got to latch on to those people. You got to follow up with them. You got to get on their posts. You got to like it. And this is the thing. You know, if you know that you're one of those people that's following, let's just say, you know, for instance, all the big marketers, you know, there's many other people following them. And the first
Yeah.
thing you need to do is you need to work your way up. You can't just jump on, you can't just jump up in, you know, somebody's inbox like TK Moore or, you know, K Low and just be like, hey, you know, explain to me everything that you do. Nah, man. Nah, yo, I've seen it. I've done it before, and I look like a
yeah,
fool. You can't do it. You just can't. You got to work your way up. You got to build a reputation. You got to get recognition from people. So, like I said, you know, what you basically got to do is you got to work your way up. And it ain't going to be easy, but it ain't hard. And I can
yeah,
honestly vouch for you on that one.
man,
TK Moore, you know, when I read his status today, speaking about success, if you guys haven't seen that, you need to tune in. But, you know, like he said, he's been doing this since what, 6 years old?
6 years
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
bro.
that's what he said.
6 years old, man.
15 years, bro. That's crazy.
Man, and I'm finally seeing the fruits of my labor after 15 years, bro.
So when you got many people that come in and they're like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get rich quick. When
Mhm.
Nah, man, you gotta work your way up. You got to build relationships. You got to get on people's profiles. You got to get in their message, their inbox. You got to do what you got to do
Yeah,
Hmm,
because that's how you build your brand. At the end of
hmm,
the day, you can latch on to a big leader if you want to. You can, but if you're not in tune with everybody that's up under them, you don't have a corporation. You haven't
hmm,
built anything. All you
hmm.
built was just a group of people or a group of one big person. That's it. You can't. I'd rather have 100 little fish than one big fish. I'm just
that's
Hmm.
being
dope.
honest.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask. This is what I'm gonna ask you guys.
Bet.
What what are the few things that you have learned about branding yourself? What are the few things that you've learned that you needed to do when it came to branding yourself? Books you may have needed to read, or you know, things that inspired you, things that have given you ideas. What have you been doing?
Are you want me to go in first?
Oh yeah,
Go for it.
take over, TK Moore.
All right, so look, man, just to piggyback off that question, something that I've learned was to be omnipresent. Like I knew this, but I didn't know it until it was brought to my attention. So I was already subconsciously doing, I will branding myself before I knew that I was branding myself. But then when I really started getting into books, see, like at 16 years old, I didn't understand YouTube. All I understood was, get popular, and that's all that matters. That's it. Nothing else
Hmm.
mattered at that time. It was get popular, and that's it. So that was my focus. It was like, okay, who's the top in the school, and I will always measure myself by. They had these things called the shit list that went out, and
Yeah.
on this list, it will come out, and it'll be all the popular kids. If you were on this list, yeah, people talked about you, but you
Hmm.
never knew where the list came from. But if you made it on this list always went viral. All right. So
Hmm.
if your name was to be on this list, if you made it on that list, then you know that you're in that ranking. And it didn't
Hmm.
matter what where your name came in, you just had to be on that list. But that was branding in itself. And my goal was like, I got to get on this list. I got to know this person. I got to be at every single party. I was at all the functions, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me? Just
Hmm.
just networking and meeting all the other popular kids at the high school. See, like with popularity and branding, you got to understand this. Bosses hang with bosses. All right, kings
Hmm.
hang with kings, and the people of high status hang around other people with high status. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just how it is. So
Yeah.
with Brandon, like a few books that help me like fine tune it and really define a brand. I'll say define because I was just a rock with no chiseling on it. I was just more like
Yeah.
a mold. But where I really was able to start the chisel, I'm still not done chiseling, but where I was able to chisel and really, understand the vision was when I first read this book called CEO by Sandra Kurtzig. All right, and she's the
Hmm.
CEO of this company called Ask.com. And you probably heard of that. And the company was doing like 400 million in 1993. around that time, you know. So
Yeah.
she, the person who started Ask.com, and
Ask Jeeves.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was, you know, I was reading her story and it was really, really inspiring. But that was the first book, you know. And the second book was Think and Grow Rich. Everybody's read that book. You know, the third book was um what was the third book? How to Be a Billionaire by Martin S. Wrightson. It was teaching, you know, different strategies and how to brand. And then there was this book that really stood out. I think I dropped this in one of my videos, but it's called You Are a Brand by
Mm.
I don't even remember her name right now, but it's the book is called You Are a Brand, and she teaches you how to really define your brand. You know, she teaches you, you know, your elevator pitch, your 30-second pitch. So when somebody asks you, you know, like, what do you do? You're not like, oh, well, I do software engineering. It's like, no, like, see, with me, like, my thing is, somebody asks me, I'm like, look, I'm the Black Willy Wonka, I'm the male version of Lady Gaga, and if you put me on a pedestal right next to Michael Jackson, I don't know who will win. He might hit the Thriller and the breakdance, but guess what? I know I got these animatronics, and that boy didn't have them animatronics like I got them, so that's who I am. And you need to know who I am, so take my card, and they're like, ooh, you know,
You need to
okay,
know
but
who I am.
just like that, you know. So it's all about presentation, how you talk and branding yourself. You know, it's like it's kind of like a thing of confidence too. You got to be confident when you're talking to people. Like a lot of people that come in, they don't have no confidence because they weren't taught to have confidence. See, where I'm from, like, it's, if you don't have confidence, it's like you have a pack of wolves behind you. You know, so it was kind of like eat or be eaten. You know, so that's why
Mm.
my mindset is how it is. You know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let O take the plate. You go ahead and kill him off, bro.
But you know, you wanted them, so now it's time to assassinate them. But check it out, fam. It's really all about knowing who you want to talk to. You want to know the mind of your prospect, and I learned this from Frank Kern. You know what I'm saying? You got to create your avatar. Like if you've heard avatar from other people, most of them got it from Frank Kern, and I actually heard that Frank Kern and Eben Pagan got that from Jay Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So it goes way back. And you know you want to know who the person that you want to talk to is. You want to know the name, the age, if they're male or female. You know what I'm saying? If you know what their lifestyle is like, what do they love to do, what do they do for a living, what is their family like, and
Yeah,
and talk specifically to them because that's who's going to see you. And when you can resonate with them, more people like them will resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? And look at it like this. Like whenever I go into a store and I want like customer service or something like that, I immediately go to the manager or the owner or the person in charge. You can look and tell who's in charge by the body language and how people gravitate around them. So I go directly to that person. You know, I put them on my team, so now I'm in charge. And then, you know, by trickle down effect, all of his employees pretty much answer to me now. You know, and that's really how it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's
Like
smart.
I love doing this when I go to GameStop because I'm a gamer, game life. Um, so I go to GameStop. I want a new game, but I don't know what I want. So I'll go to the person I believe is in charge and say, "Hey, man, what new games are you excited about right now?" And then they'll tell me, and then they'll tell me why. And be like, "Well, what were the like most recent games that you played?" And then, you know, by having a conversation with them, it'll start up a conversation with the other people because they want to be involved. They want the cookie as well. They want brownie points for from their, you know, higher ups. And
Yeah,
and you can do that on the Facebook and on all social media. Start asking questions. One of the hugest things that I learned, I think it was from Ray Higdon or somebody. It was like, what do they want to hear? Like when you drop a post, look at it and be like, well, you know, is this going to provide value to the people? Is my ideal avatar, my ideal prospect going to resonate and relate with me from this right here? And I really love the whole close friends thing. Shout out to Trayvon and some other leaders about that one. But Trayvon, he helped me super map it out, you know, that other night.
yeah,
Um, the close friends really this is so easy. All you got to do, or should I say, all you get to do, because it's all a choice. Just for example, how I connected with Tyler. You know, we was in Power 100 and stuff like that, but you know, we weren't really just corresponding like that.
Yeah.
So you know, I put him on my close friends, and then when he dropped something, I would tag him in my comment, and then I would ask him a question or say something that he could probably relate to, and then I would like it so he gets 2 notifications, and then boom, now we got a dialogue going. And then other people see that, then they want to join the dialogue as well. Then you just have multiple people, just want to top it up with you. And really, that's how Shark Town was born, because Tyler was like, hey, who's up? It was like 2, 3 a.m. or something like that. I was working on my certifications. I think it was like the 4th or 5th or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, who's up right now? Who's grinding? And I was like, man, I'm grinding, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it sparked the conversation. And then I started talking about tapping. And, I remember now. You said, who is up right now and what are you doing to work on your business or something like that? And I said, I'm tapping away all of the negative emotions and energy from my life. And then I went and tapped, and I came back, and then I pretty much talked about my breakthrough, and then I introduced him to tapping. So you can brand yourself by providing value to valuable people, powerful people, and then they'll edify you because they're just like, you know what, this guy really speaks my language, this girl really speaks my language, and I want to see them. Like another example, then I'm gonna pass it off. This chick named Paulina. I don't know her last name, but she's like Russian or something like. Yeah. She's Russian or something. Yeah. Everybody, bro. Paulina's a star, bro. So I'm chopping it up. I chopped it up with her before, but I didn't really, laser target it. So she had a post, and it was a picture of like 400 friend requests. She was like, man, I got so many messages and so many friend requests. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. So I was like, okay, how can I relate to her? Boom, screenshot my friend request. I had like 235, and I tagged her and I said, I feel your pain or something like that. And then she was like, oh, you understand me. And then we started chopping it up. Then boom, she posted another post talking about being like a bookaholic and stuff like that. And then I chopped it up with her. Mm-hmm. And then we had the conversation, and then I cut the conversation short, leave them wanting more. And then I went back to hustling, and she started conversing on mine. And honestly, I had a visualization. I was like, you know what? She's gonna hit me up, bro. She's going to hit me up like today. And then I forgot all about it. Then like 2-3 hours later, boom, hey, what's up, my new friend? How you doing today? In my inbox. And then we just chopped it up. And then first it was like text message, and then I started doing voice messages, and then it just went from that. It went from not complete strangers because we were friends to an extent to, hey, my vision is to take my team to Panama, you know what I'm saying, and you're definitely invited. You can come join us. She said, sure, and anytime you're in Florida, you can come chill in my new house, because I had congratulated her on her new house. Yeah. Bro, observation. Never underestimate the power of observation, because people will give you all the information that you need to connect with them. So I pretty much, I was just like, hey, I saw how you, got your new house. I saw you on your journey, saw how you was growing, and I really like connecting with you because you're a leader. And then she started complimenting me, calling me a leader and stuff like that, and that boosted my confidence because she is a leader, bro. Like, she manifested her dream house.
Oh yeah.
And that's really not the first person to do that. The other chick, her name is Stephanie. I know you know her. She has like headphones on the picture, and I don't know her last name, but I think she's from Sweden or something like that. So I'm still waiting on her to send me a Swedish voicemail. You dig?
Yeah, that's Stephanie. I've been chopping it up with her.
Yeah. So we deep in the conversation as well. So I don't want to hog up all the time, but let me go ahead and pass it back. But pretty much, long story short, observe. And go for the head, go for the highest person that you could possibly find, because once they're on your team, once they edify you, everybody that follows them will just subconsciously start to follow you because
Just
y'all are on
like
the
that.
same level now. You dig?
Makes
Definitely,
sense.
man. Definitely, man. I can definitely say, hey, Paulina, she's what's up, man. That no, seriously, I edify her because me and her
Yes.
were discussing it, and she was telling me she was like, man, she was like, oh, you live in Florida too, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down here in X, Y, and Z, and
Yeah.
we're chatting it up, and I'm talking, I'm like, man, congratulations on all the things, and she's like, oh, I'm originally from Australia, but I got all the way over here, and I'm like, whoa, and we the same way that you and her started was the same way that me and her had started. And it
Straight
all
up.
goes back to, you got to be real sincere to people when you get on their wall. You have to look and observe. There's just so many people that
Shout
get
out to
on
Pauline.
walls and like all the statuses and just get off.
Yeah.
You got to really get on the wall, look and read and actually connect with the person. That's how, whether you know it or not, that's how you're branding yourself. You're telling a lot about yourself when you actually take the time out to understand someone. You
Hmm.
just go through their pictures, see how many kids they may have, see if they have a wife, it's single
Yeah.
life, they live on the beach. Do that.
Yeah.
It makes a difference because that's something that you can bring up in the conversation. Those are key pointers to branding yourself because I'm telling you, word on Facebook moves fast.
Yeah.
Man.
Facebook moves fast. As soon as you start, how can I explain it? How am I going to explain it? As a matter of fact, as soon as you start not messaging back to people, as soon as you start leaving people hanging, that tends to get around to other people because they'll be like, oh man, that Trayvon guy, man, I messaged him for help or whatnot, or I messaged him just to see how he was catching up. He read it and never messaged me back.
Yeah, I hate that. Like if I read your stuff, I'm going to at least reply, or I'm going to wait to read it,
Read
so
it.
then I can reply.
Yeah,
You
of
know what I'm
course. It makes a difference. That tells a lot about yourself because at the end of the day, when someone hops on and they see you just read it and it's like 3 days later, at least say, hey, I'm busy, I'll catch up with you later, or I got a million things going on right now, I don't have that much time to talk. It's not really difficult. You make things difficult yourself when you don't go ahead and just speak up, say, hey, look, I don't have that much going on, or no, I have a lot going on, can't talk right now, but I'll get back to you when I can. It's
saying?
just that simple. Branding yourself is all about respecting, just not you got to respect people in order to respect yourself. That's all
Man,
it
that's
is. You
deep.
got to respect people. If you that's like the ultimate giving right there. You must respect people in order to be a
Yeah,
good brander. You have to be humble. You have to get your face out there. There's
straight
been
up.
times I've gotten on people's wall and I've literally I went through the wall so fast. I told Omar, I get on people's
Yeah,
wall for 5 minutes. 5 minutes I get on people's walls and I make sure I go through their pictures, like them. If I can, I comment, but I'm observing. I'm looking. I want to see if they live on the beach, they live in a
Yeah.
rural area, urban. I'm looking at statuses. Oh, does this person share a lot? Does this person actually post good value?
yeah.
Because when I inbox them, I
Whoa.
have something to say.
That's
Hmm.
crazy. Now keep up, bro.
You know
The craziest shit be happening, man. I promise you.
what?
Go ahead.
Nah,
Man, that's crazy.
when you do that, you're able to go through and you're able to actually spark up a follow up message or a straight up connecting message. Hey man, you got tons of value on your wall. I see you live on the beach. Tell me, how's that life going for you? You
Hmm.
don't even have to speak about business. It's pure just connecting with people. I'm telling you, when I was able to do that, when I mastered that 5 minutes on someone's profile, just looking, maybe if I didn't even
Yeah.
like anything, just looking, I killed it. It was
Hmm.
simple. It's really simple. That's how you brand yourself. I like to go back to school, man. I like to go back to school. When you want to be around the popular kids, you're gonna do whatever it is that you got to do. You
Hmm.
gonna
Hey.
you gonna do whatever it is that you got to do. You ain't trying to be the average person in class in the back of the room not doing nothing. Nah, man, I'm serious. So one of the few things I'm gonna touch on too is videos. For everybody that's not really big on videos, man, videos is something that you gotta get your face on if you want to brand yourself ultimately. You have to
Yeah.
get your face out there, man, because you know it spreads a lot more faster. It's more hands on. The people see you. Brand yourself. If you're not doing it, get in the habit of doing it. Plan ahead for it. You know, TK Moore, man. TK Moore. TK Moore is just, you know, I don't know what this guy, I don't know how this guy comes up with the videos that he does, but you know, I'm always tuned in. I'll be
I
like,
know.
I'm like, yo, what this guy dropping right now? But you know, that's the type of intensity, that's the type of thrill that you must bring to your videos. And in order to do that, you have to start off small. You got to start letting people know the value that you have off small. Don't start with no 5-6 minute video. No one's gonna tune into
Hell
that.
no.
No one's gonna tune into that. And the reason why they're not, because they're like, wait, bro, this guy, what has this done? What has this person done in the past?
Yeah.
So start off small, 30-second videos, 20-second videos, and just cut it. Then work your way up to a 2-minute video, a 1-minute video. That's just how it is, guys. You know, TK Moore, you know, what TK Moore, Omar, what do you guys got to speak on, you know, as far as videos and stuff like that and branding yourself?
Shit, I'm gonna let O kick it, and then I'm gonna kill it off. He killed it off last time. I'm hungry.
Straight, man. Speaking of hungry, bro, I just saw these nachos, bro. I'm just like, man, I'm branding these nachos right now, fam.
Yeah.
You gotta brand yourself like your favorite meal, because people love taking pictures of food and shit. So, you know, take pictures of your family, take pictures of yourself, take pictures of like trips and stuff like that. You know, take pictures of the books that you read. You know, and when it comes to shooting videos, I mean, really, it's all about what's on your mind. You know, you think about, you know, I'm growing through something right now, but I'm about to overcome it. How can I help somebody else overcome, you know, what they may be growing through as well? So then, boom, drop a video on it. Because as you can see, the whole Minute Motivators with Leaders, that was just an idea. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on I'm following this dude named Joe Dickinson.
Oh man.
Yeah, he provides tremendous amounts of value, and this was a golden tip, because I had dropped a couple of videos before, but they were all YouTube links and they didn't really get that much engagement. So what he said start putting them on YouTube and putting them on Facebook, so then you get more engagement. And the reason why is because when they're on Facebook, when they scroll on their phone, they can see the movement, they can see the action, but they can't hear the sound. So they're like, you know what, let me go ahead and see what he's talking about. So if you're smiling, if you are radiating positive energy and powerful energy in your videos, I could be like this. And you want to know what I'm talking about. Look, perfect example. Pootie Tang. The song called, we got a song called, hey, turn that up. And then he's just dancing. And, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, he wasn't saying nothing, but it was a hit record. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back, man. Like that's what it is. Like your videos have to be interesting without the words. Think about it like that. So your body language, your posture, you know, it gets to be to a certain point where people see you, and I have to listen to this guy. I have to listen to this guy. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm just feeling compelled right now to pay attention to this guy talking at this second. Kind of like you're feeling like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass that, you know, feeling and that emotion to Tyler K. Moore. You dig?
Bruh, look. So I'm gonna kick it like this. Check it. The video game, you gotta approach the market. You gotta approach the market with this mindset. Like Grant Cardone's book in the 10X Rule. Don't compete, dominate. See,
dominate.
Like, I spend before I release a video, I'm spending hours and hours and hours watching movies. All right, like a lot of people, they're like, I don't watch TV. Look, I watch TV.
I watch movies all the time.
Bruh, I'm always watching movies. But see, when I watch movies, I'm looking at certain things. I'm looking at editing. I'm looking at magic tricks. I'm looking at, you know, in kind of in the same scene, you'll see like if somebody's drinking water. See, usually like a lot of people don't notice this, but I notice it because I'm in the game. So you know, like you'll be drinking water, right? And then I'll set the cup down. See, the cup it'll be more full. It'll be full again, and they just took a sip from it. But in editing, you know, it's something different. So it's like video before you put them out. What I've been teaching my squad, I'm like, yo, before you release something, take time and edit it, bro. You want to, like, even if it takes you a few extra hours or extra 5 minutes, you want to edit it. Why you want to edit it is because, look, you wanna present yourself the best. It's like a class presentation. All right, like when you
Hmm.
walk in front of the classroom, you're not gonna walk in there and just bust a freestyle, and you don't have no slides or nothing. Like, yeah, you get away with it, but you want it to be, as popping as possible. You want to
Yeah.
really create that story, tell that story. Sometimes I even take it so far to where I draw out a storyboard on how I want it to go. It's like, okay, scene one, scene two, scene three, scene four, scene five. I'm gonna put a cut here, a split here, and then everything else just happens. It just flows through me, creatively. But with video, the biggest thing you want to do is you want to have a team of people to push it for you. Like that's what I ran. That's what pushed me to that first few million on YouTube. Is I had a huge engine behind me, that was pushing me and pushing
Hmm.
and pushing and pushing, towards that mill. And everybody's on Twitter tweeting, get Tyler to a mill, get him to a mill. Here's the link. Go watch this video. Make sure you like and retweet. And that's the same energy that I had back then. I lost a bit of my brand, but you got to take hits in life, bro. You got to roll with the punches. So now what we're doing, as you see on these statuses, like I want to give you this tip: have people like, comment, and share your videos. You want to get as many people to like, comment, and share as possible. You really
Boom.
want them liking, commenting, and sharing, and tagging their friends. See, you don't want to be tagging first. You want somebody else to make the first move, because then it's acceptable. Okay, if it's
Hmm.
just you tagging away, then you're spamming. But once somebody
Straight up.
else joins into the party, all right, once somebody else joins in, once 3 people join in, 4 people, man, you can tag 1,050 people. You feel me? And nobody gonna say nothing, because it's acceptable. It's socially acceptable. If he's
Straight up.
drinking water, then I'm gonna drink the water. Oh, he went and jumped in the ocean, then it must not be deep. Let me try it too. You feel me? And that's how people think. Like we're like, we're really like human. Like we're like human sheeps. Some people call us sheeple, and we are, because
Sheeple.
a lot of people follow the Jones. They follow what's going on. All you got to do is lead, and people are gonna follow. I was watching this video. I'm about to get off here. I gotta hop in this other chat. But I was watching this video on just leadership, and how this guy, he was dancing crazily by himself. To start off, and he was at like this huge park. So first it's just him by himself, just dancing crazy. Then the second person joins, and now it's a party. Now it's 2 people, and they're acting crazy. And then another person comes, and now it's 3. So then, a few more coming, a few more coming, a few more coming. Next thing you know, the dude got a whole movement going on. And it's like a whole crowd of people all doing this
Flash
crazy dance.
mob.
And a lot of people don't understand, psychology behind it. But that's what I study. I like to study that psychology of the mind, really getting into somebody's mental, into their psyche, and finding out, what their emotional triggers are. Because, see, with video, you know, it's all emotional, man. We're emotional creatures. We're human. So you got to be able to capture that, tell a story, and get us off of that as soon as possible. Because you got to understand, our attention span will be like, yo, this video game is dope. Next thing you know, text message, get on the phone. You forgot about the whole video game, and that's how
Oh
quick
yeah.
life is. But yo, it was great chopping it with y'all. I got to get on this other hangout. You feel me? But go ahead, tag me in the link to post it, bro. I post it on my page, and I'm about to get up off here. I'll holla at y'all a little bit
Hey,
later, all
stay
right?
up, fam. Shout out to the universe. Expect wealth now, not later, and inspire and uplift the people. You already know what it
Straight
is.
up. I'm going to holla, bro.
All right,
Straight
y'all
up.
guys. All right, stopping the broadcast right now. I hope everyone was able to grab some tremendous value, not only just branding yourself on Facebook, but in videos as well, as we just explained it. That's something that's gonna be taking over, as you guys may have heard, man. Facebook is really gonna be giving more popularity over videos. So hope everyone was able to, grab all of the value from TK Moore, Omar himself about the YouTube videos. I didn't even know that. And
Yeah.
me, I'm just tapping into my videos. I'm really gonna be taking off of that soon. But you know, chopping it up, man. You guys
Hey,
have.
hey, 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 1 second before you drop it, bro. Let me drop one last nugget on them.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, let me drop some plutonium on them. Um, None of this will work if you don't believe in yourself. None of this will work if you're not awesome. So, we literally just did an hour hangout yesterday all about becoming awesome. Feel free to go ahead and watch that now. But most importantly, would you watch you? Would you promote you? Would you, buy from you? The we talk about enthusiasm, and the last 4 letters of enthusiasm, IASM, stands for I am so myself. And when I heard that, that was literally life changing, because I was just like, man, okay, so You know, the hardest sell to make is selling yourself on something. So once I make that sell, I can sell anybody on it. And to shout out Mike Lanzetta, Cutco sales professional back when I was selling knives, you know what I'm saying, when I was 18, he had like this little conference. It's called Every Word You Say Affects Every Cell in Your Body. And this is the first time I ever heard any kind of thing like this. And what he talked about was here's the example. He pretty much called the strongest guy in the room to come up to stage with him, and then he was like, "Hold out your hand, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it down." So he tried to pull it down. He couldn't. The guy was just so much more stronger than him, that it was pretty much pointless. So he said, "Okay, now I want you to say, my name is Miley Cyrus. My name is Miley Cyrus. My name is Miley Cyrus." And he just bloop, instantly, like no power at all, because he wasn't congruent with himself. He was talking about being somebody else. So then he flipped it and said, "I want you to now say that I am strong and powerful. I am strong and powerful. I am strong and powerful." And then he was even stronger than before when he was already strong. So it's all about that auto suggestion, positive self-talk. And before you shoot a video, you can always set an intention, whatever you want that intention to be. Because like what I said, when I messaged the chick, my intention was like, you know what, I'm gonna engage with her, and I'm gonna become her friend right now. That was my intention, and then I let it go. I did a couple of things, kept doing me, then boom, now we chilling. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to go to Panama and all that other stuff. So, it really works that fast. It works in an instant, because there's no such thing as time. It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of mind. And I got that from Postman. So, as you think about this hangout now, and when you think about it in the future, it'll be a future now. And then when you look back in the past, you're thinking about a past now. So, brand yourself now, be awesome now, believe in yourself now, and become successful now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back.
Nah, man, good way to wrap it up, though, Big O. Big O had to wrap it up and drop it off on him. Nah, man, but he is speaking the truth, man. You definitely got to believe in yourself and believe in whatever it is that you're doing, because if you don't believe it, then after that, how do you expect anyone else to believe it?
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to. So, this is ultimately for everyone that's having trouble with branding themselves, man. If you don't know where to start, we just gave you where to start at and how to do it from different aspects, just not even from Facebook posts, from videos as well. So I hope everyone's had a wonderful night. I hope your chips and soda is good and your pen and paper is where it needs to be at. You guys big old
Butter water.
but we definitely gonna be chopping it up. I'm gonna be chopping it up a lot more. You're gonna see a lot of different people on the panel. Everyone have a wonderful night. Big O.
Your Wealth Whisperer, and I'm out.